And welcome back to another edition of the YodelCast. Today what we have for you is a friendly scrim between Area 51 and Icarus. They have already scrimmed, I believe, before in the past 7 days, so it should be an interesting matchup to see if they've adapted to each other at all. Going to go down the rosters real quick. They are doing a 7v7 for Area 51. We have Blinks, Vash Eric's, Warchief Slapaho or Panda, Tailspin, Zoidbergenstein, Titan, and Brick. For Icarus, we have Kudos, Mavi, Root, Ecos, Vector, Kevin, and Killar. For the first map up, we've got Katabatic here. I don't remember what the score was the last time these two teams faced off, so it should be interesting to see what's going on here. But we have a quick grab here from Zoidbergenstein. Area 51 was running two cappers. Panda is going in behind him. Zoid's down to only about 49 health, but he is getting away. There's a lot of chain gun fire coming in there, but no one's really there to stop him. Kevin is on the stand, but nope, he doesn't do anything, and that's a really quick 1-0. Good route there from Zoid. Good execution. The stand was fairly well clear. Even if Zoid had gone down, Panda was there for the grab. And, well, the sniper just didn't quite cut it there, which is surprising since it's Kudos. Anyway, Vector here is responding with a nice little side-to-side grab, going about 250. Is it pretty much full health apart from the single Nitron? Doesn't look like there's really anyone chasing him. Zoid's can't really cut off his route there, and down to 76 health from a little bit of chain gun fire. Does punt it off there. Mavi's there to pick it up. Vash Eric's does get the E-grab, though. He's not playing his traditional heavy, so he should be able to get away a little bit easier. Oh, Zoidbergenstein comes in with an amazingly fast return. Well done by him. But the enemy flag is currently just sitting out there in the midfield, and it does look like it's going to be an easy return for Icarus as well. In the meantime, Kevin was going in on another side-to-side route, has some good speed, but got hit by Tailspin down to 343 health. He is definitely low, but he still has good speed. Warchief Slapaho is there to start chaining him down. He's down to 122 health. He might want to consider punting this off. He is going to hang on to it. Oh, down to 42. He's making it back to his flag stand. Tosses it off at the last second to Mavi, and Mavi caps it to make it a 1-1 tie. Panda comes in there just to do a little bit of a punt, but misses the punt, unfortunately. And the flag will just be dropped in the field. Vector had a little bit of a grab, but he went down fairly quick. Vash Eric's, I believe it was, just picked up the flag and tried to continue the punt chain, but there really wasn't anyone there in the midfield, and that's going to be a quick, easy return there for Ecos. So we are pretty much back in a standstill. Brick did just pick up the flag, but he's sort of waiting for his team to get in position. There we go. Attempts to do the punt, misses the punt again here. Has an awkward bounce away from Panda. Zoid does come in, discs himself away. It looks like he might try and just reposition for a better punt, but no one's really there in the midfield. He does get the punt off. Maybe a little bit early, to be honest, because no one's there. He could have waited. The Area 51 flag is back at their base, but Kudos coming in here to make the return for Icarus, and there it is. Whoa, what an action-packed game, and it never stops. Vector coming in with a back-to-front, got great speed, 316. Punts, but the punt really didn't do that much. He might have been better off just continually going. He would have gotten a bit closer to his flag. There was an E-grab for the Area 51 side, but it didn't get very far. It's still just hiding at the back of the base now. And that was a great return there by Vash Eric's. Amidst two opponents, he does manage to drop in and get the return. So well done by him. And we're back to a standoff. So now it does look like we finally do have a little bit of a breather. No, I cut that. Zoid's coming in here for a grab. Does manage to get the grab off. Does take a little bit of a hit. He's down to 189. He's sniper bait right now. He's really high up in the air. No shots coming in, though. Oh, there we go. There's one down to 13 health. He does absolutely crater. Root is coming flying in here. There's Killar. Decides to break off from the offense and goes ahead and gets the return. Brick tried to start a little punt chain there, but Mavi was ready and waiting. Just took him out, and looks like Area 51 needs to do a bit of a reset. On the other side here, oh! Kevin had an amazing grab going, but unfortunately he ran into the pillar at the side, and basically just got chained down. And the Area 51 flag is now just sitting out in the field. Whew. So, both teams are definitely going for a very high-paced dual capper strategy, although Panda is currently babysitting this flag. And it should be interesting because it means we're going to have a lot of grabs, so it's going to be up to the defense to really up their game for both teams to see if they can manage to stop these two grabs, because so far they really haven't done that all that well. A lot of the flags have been getting back to the base. You see Vector is coming in here trying to force the return, and he's going to do that, but there was hardly any time left anyway. I really didn't see the point of that. Kevin is coming in at the perfect time, though, to make the grab off the return. does manage to get out with fairly good health. Oh, but a great snipe from Tailspin. He's down to 211. Does have good speed, though. He's about the halfway mark. Vector is there to escort him. Down to 116. He might have taken a little bit of fall damage there. No one really coming in to intercept. Area 51 needs to get an E-grab off, or they're going to be in a little bit of trouble. He's coming over the mountain now. See Zoidbergenstein still setting up. Oh, he tosses it off. What a... Oh, never mind. He gets killed by Blinks. Great shot there by Blinks. Blinks is popping it. Good pop. And they get the return. Well done by them, but Vector was there ready. Already had his route going, so he is out with about 250 health. Did get a... 250 speed. Did just get sniped by Tailspin down to about 400 health. Zoidbergenstein has responded with a grab on the other side and punts it off. The flag is basically back at his base. Vector looks to be in the clear. He's going to toss it off here to Mavi, most likely. And it looks like we're going to end up having our first standoff as Panda gets taken out there. And so it's giving teams time to set up. Oh, Brick's hiding there. He does jump out a little bit early. He's missing out all of his shots. Oh, he's getting Mavi down to about 380 health, doing some great damage. But he does go down to the combined forces of Vector and Mavi. So they're just going to heal up. And now we're just going to take a look and see where both teams are hiding. Looks like Area 51 is starting to... Actually, they're just going to stay on their flag stand. Looks like they've been a bit nervous about the way things have been going recently. They've been susceptible to a lot of grabs after the standoff, but they are actually moving a little bit more back to their defensive hill that they were at before. They need to make sure that if they get the flag back, they have someone ready to get on that flag stand so they can finally get the cap off, because they've been having problems with that in the past. And looking at the other side, Icarus is hiding also behind their base. Quite a ways further back than Area 51 is, but that's simply due to the availability of the mountains there. Mavi is going to be holding on to it. They're running with a 3 defense team. I don't see anyone else, but I did just see someone coming in here from Area 51. There we go. There's Panda. He is waiting for someone. Oh, we do have a quick drop flag here by Brick. Let's watch this quickly. Oh, some great Murph spam. Managed to take out 2 people. Titan does mow him down. Brick here is a little bit of health. He's having to toss it off to Titan. Oh, and they get the return on the other side. My apologies for missing that. I thought they were just tossing it off to heal, and Zoe did get on the flag, so well done by Area 51 to realize as soon as the flag goes down, they need to get someone on that stand to prevent any chain grabs coming in. None came in this time, but it absolutely could have, and so that's great adaptation there by Area 51, recognizing their previous weaknesses and shoring up the defenses. So we do have a 2-1 now in favor of Area 51, but there's still 17 minutes left in the game. This can pretty much go either way. We have some good Murph spam coming in there from the tower. Pretty much clearing everything out. Titan still is on the stand, though. We see Vector setting up. Kevin is quite a ways behind him, but they are going to be coming in from 2 different angles. Yeah, Kevin's here ready on a static route. He's going in now for more of a distract. Vector is coming in here. He's low health, though, and he does get taken out by Tailspin. Unbelievable, that Tailspin person. He needs to be nerfed. Look at that. He's flying up in the air and sniping him, going at about 260, 270. Ugh, and people say snipers are balanced. And on the other side, we have Zoidbergenstein here coming in for the grab. Vash was doing some really good distraction, but Mavi is really good at that flag defense. Did manage to get the body block. Vash picked it up and did make a fairly solid punt, but it doesn't look like anyone was actually ready for it, and it's just going to be a pretty easy return there. Yep, there goes Root with the return. And we're back to flags on stands. Whew. Never a dull moment in this game, that's for sure. We do have Kevin here coming in here for a grab. He's about 705 health. Titan was pretty well distracted. He's down to 643, but he's got okay speed, you know, a good 200 once he goes down this little ramp here. Vector is with him. That's going to be great. He bolt jumps and is still only going 200. That's not what you want to see. Vector apparently did kill out and is waiting there, but they need an E-grab here, Area 51, really quick. There goes Panda and does manage to get us some really well-timed or lucky-timed grab there from Panda. The flag is tossed off to Mavi. Zoid does get a great Nitron, but the flag flies right over his head. Vash is coming in to try and get the return, and he manages to get it. Wow, there were like 3 or 4 guys there from Icarus, and Vash just managed to jump right in there and get it. Well done by him. Panda was on his way home, but no one was there to protect him, and he was taken out by a bolt launcher, and that was the end of him. Vector, in the meantime, did get a side-to-side route grab off, but there were like 5 or 6 people there from just respawning, and he was mowed down with the chain gun incredibly quick. No chance to get away. Whew. So overall, some good grabs going off by both teams, honestly. They're getting the flag back to their base each time. The problem is they're not defending their flag carriers when they get back to the base. And to be honest, Icarus has given up a few returns that they really shouldn't have done. There were a couple times, especially we noticed the most recent one with YodelCast, where he was alone against 2 to 3 people, and they really should have taken him down. He had no health left, but they were apparently too focused on returning the flag, and so YodelCast was able to just maneuver his way in there and return it as their attention was focused elsewhere. We do have a grab here for Icarus. It's Kevin again, doing this route that he's been running the whole game. He did get hit by Tailspin, though he's not going nearly fast enough. Tailspin does take him down, as expected. Zoid responds with a grab of his own, down to about 400 health. Ooh, he's trying for a punt before getting sniped down by Kudos. There is no one really there to get it. Titan is trying to move in there, but oh, the flag takes a terrible bounce. YodelCast is coming in to take it. Kilar, oh, a return. I didn't see anyone there on the screen, but it's possible I'm going blind in my old age. And, okay, so the flag was returned. I'm going to have to look over that in the video, see exactly what's going on there. But that was a really good attempt there by Zoid. I think he maybe should have waited to punt a little bit. Kudos was not going to get a full 500 damage shot off on him, so he had time to get a little bit further and then make the punt, and if it hadn't hit that hill, it might not have been returned. So Vector does get really high up and also opts for the punt. There are well, Brick is the only one left alive. Well, YodelCast is there too. Panda's coming in for the grab instead. Zoid could break off his route if he's on one to try and get this return, but it is going to be picked up by Vector first. And pretty much we're now going to move into our second standoff as Vector is going to toss the flag off to Mavi. Oh, Zoid coming in there with a great little Nitron there. He is doing some damage to Vector, but he is all alone against 3 people. The chain gunning was good, down to about 206, but he is just going to fall and toss the flag off to Mavi. On the other side, we do see the flag is down on the field. Brick did manage to get a nice little grab there. There's just couple more people left for here to take out before they can actually really start setting up. Brick is pretty low, down to about 420, down to 340 now, but there is just Kilar left over, and there are a lot of Area 51 members here. There was no way he was going to go down. He does toss the flag off to Zoid for now. I expect to see them give it off to some sort of soldier or something, but we'll see if they opt to maybe keep a Pathfinder to give them that boost to get them closer to the flag once it's returned, if it gets returned. And on the other side, we see that Icarus is opting for the same strategy right now. They have tossed it off to Mavi a fair number of times, but oh, we see Zoid was just tossing it off for fun. And Brick has it. He is down pretty low at the moment. There's quite a bit of spam coming in here. Eco's there on his Raider, just spamming the grenade launcher. They are about to lose their inventory station. Down it goes. I would assume it's about to go down. He really needs to toss this flag off to someone. He really doesn't have the health to be fighting these 2 people. Kevin is coming in now. One more bolt launcher shot, and he is going to go down. And Kevin does fall. He's down to 84 health, though. A couple chain guns. He's down. He does fall. Zoid is right under the flag to pick it up. Vector is coming after him, but oh, the Nitrons are missing, and he just falls. Ecos popping his shield pack, doing a little bit of distraction, but there's no one here to take advantage. So Area 51 will be fine. He's going to toss it off to Brick, and they are going to reset. On the other side, Root is tossing it off to Mavi now, because everyone needs to go regen except for Mavi, who's pretty much at full health with 1200 there. And we finally have a small break in the action. So Icarus is running with... Is he still playing Sniper? Yes, he is. So they're running with a 1 Soldier, 1 Pathfinder, 1 Sniper defense, which is a really interesting combo. You do see there, Blinks is going down there to take care of the generator so that, well, they don't really have any defense set up here, so it's not really going to help all that much. I guess this turret here could be a problem. Oh, let's just check Brick really quickly. Yeah, Brick did go down there. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see to who or why, but he went down, and Vector did get a nice return. Mavi, however, is being heavily engaged by YodelCast, who's doing some great damage, getting Mavi down to 8 health. Mavi does drop, is not able to take advantage of this. Oh, the flag is bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. Who's going to get it? Who's going to get it? It looks like right now Panda's in the lead to get it, and oh, what a nice little bump there. And they finish off Panda, so Mavi is going to be able to pick it up. He is flying right in, and there we go. They do manage to get the tying cap 2-2. Brick comes in for an attempted E-grab, but it's much too late, and he does go down behind the base. And it looks like it's going to be a pretty easy return here from Mavi. That was a little bit of hectic action there. Area 51 really threw a lot of people at returning that flag. It might have been better for them to actually send someone at the actual enemy flag, because it didn't really look... They had maybe 1 guy there, but they should have been able to get a solid E-grab off, which would have bought them a lot more time. So maybe a little bit of lapse in strategy there for Area 51, but I applaud them for their efforts. It was definitely not a bad idea. We're just going to watch Zoid here as he's coming in. He's going really fast, but down to about 150 health. He's going to need to regen real quick, or else Kudos can take him out. He is starting to regen. That's good. He's going about 350, some great speed. Wow, that was nicely done by Zoid there. But he is down to about 550 health. He is going to get sniped once, down to 230. He is making it over the hill. He's still in sniper range. That's probably the last sniper shot that's going to hit him, but he is going to crater here most likely. And there we go. There's the crater. There's quite a few of the team there to pick it up. Titan almost went for it and wisely stopped. Brick instead did go do it. There we go. Killar grabs the flag and just tosses it off the stand. He's like, we need to buy some time. But there is the return, and oh, Mavi came in a split second too early, and Brick falls on it for the leading cap, 3-2 in favor of Area 51. And just under 10 minutes left to go. This is an incredibly intense match. I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I'm not, because that means it's going well. Tailspin here, hacking by chillaxing in this little rock. I'm not entirely sure what can hit him while he's camping there. It might be that the chain gun shots we saw going after him were actually bugged out and they're unable to hit him. I'm not sure. But Vector's coming in here for a grab. Oh, nicely done, Titan there. Good body block, managing to take out Vector, because if he got that, he would have been back at his base within about 5, maybe 6 seconds. The mortar spam is missing here from Killar a little bit. It's kind of unusual. He's had quite a bit of time to set up. I would have expected him to be hitting more of these and forcing Titan to deal with him. Instead, Titan just regened up to full. So we are going to go look at the fastest player on the map right now, which is Zoid, going in about 300. Oh, Panda gets it out right in front of him. Not a bad grab, though, so can't complain there, but he is being hit by the sniper. He's down to 36. Punts it pretty early. It was an okay punt because he was down very low on health, but he had a little bit more speed. He could have gotten out of that. And Brick is picking it up there. Ecos is trying to come near for the E, but they are taking care of him. They have like 5 or 6 people on their stand. Whoa! Okay, Brick did get sniped down there by Kudos. Some great offensive sniping there. Titan is falling in there for the pickup. They need to get it and get this cap off because their stand is being crashed. There we go. Kudos did go in for the E. Oh my gosh! The flag gets returned. Titan was basically on the flag, but no cap. So Brick did manage to pick it up. Kevin just gets up there and tosses it. Or dies, sorry, rather. Brick did just drop the flag. Everyone left him alone. No one was there to defend him. 2 people went off to go chase their flag, and the others were either dead or not paying enough attention, and he went down, and that flag was lying there for much too long. Vector just came flying in there for the return, and that's a shame for Area 51. They really should have had an extra little 4-2 cap going on there, but instead, it's going to stay 3-2. A little bit of a shame for them. I do like to see the Titan is swapped out from his heavy, whether that's simply for the standoff purposes or because he was being annoyed with all the Merv spam. Either way, it was a really good switch. Kevin is in there, gets the flag, out with about 55 health. He's not going to survive this, except Tailspin did just have to respawn. Oh, what a snipe. And down goes Kevin, as predicted and as expected, but no one's really here, so it's entirely possible that they could get someone in here to get this pickup. Nah, here we go. Here comes Brick, and Brick is going to get the return. So we're going to watch Zoidberg, who did get out with a lot of speed. He did just take a snipe. He's down to about 205 health. He's going really high. That's leaving him pretty vulnerable to snipers. There comes a missed shot from Kudos. I think Kudos is on the main hill, so he is going to have line of sight of him all the way until he gets the flag. Vector coming in there with a really nice grab to save it for his team. Can't really call it an E because it was such a good grab, but he is basically already back at his base, and it looks like we might be heading off to, I believe, our 3rd legitimate standoff of the game. Tosses it off to Mavi. Oh, we're going to watch the other side. Zoe Bergenstein here does get sniped down there by Kudos. There's a lot of Area 51 members here, though. They should be fine. Vash does pick it up. They need to do something about Kudos. Yeah, and you see Tailspin now getting ready to snipe right back. He's kind of sick of that. And they are going to start setting up. He tries to toss it off to Zoid and misses. Please don't miss like that, because if they had an infiltrator, you would have been in a lot of pain. They do have a technician. They have a couple of turrets set up, and they're finally getting a Shrike out. It's going to be the first vehicle we're going to have seen on this map. And the generators are going to go down, but it's going to be too late. They've already got their Shrike, and they have an inventory station here to do all the refilling they need. So let's go take a look at the Shrike, see what it's doing. Okay, it is going to be Panda on the Shrike. I wonder if he's going to go for the run over, or if he's just going to go and try and stay alive as long as he can and provide a distracting force. Vash Eriks is going in with him. He does run one defender over. That's a really good strategy. Ignore the flag carrier and go after all the help. Oh, he almost gets Root. If he'd gotten Root, that would have been huge. Instead, Root survives, take out Vash Eriks, and then Kudos manages to take down, I believe it was Brick, to basically just seal up this little push they're having here. Oh, Panda. That was sloppy. Goes in for a couple of really nice hits, gets some good hits, but bombs the Shrike, and he does go down, and now they can just toss the flag off and fully heal up. So it's a shame. The Shrike was doing really well, and that's good, but they didn't quite manage to make it stick. Just a couple rules that I failed to mention at the beginning of the game because there was so much action going on. These are being played with what I believe is going to be the CSN tournament rule set, which is an upcoming $2,500 pool prize tournament for Tribes Ascend, the first major cash event. It will be hosted in May. I believe May 5th and 6th are going to be the preliminary rounds, and then everything else will happen on, I believe, the 12th and the 13th. But don't quote me on that. You're more than welcome to look it up. It's the CSN Tribes $2,500 tournament. It's purely online. Anyone can sign up as long as you have a team of 7s, which is why they are playing 7s now. Basic rules, the Shrikes are much more expensive, and as are tanks and all vehicles. There is a little bit of team damage. I believe it's either, I want to say 50%, but I'm not 100% sure. I really haven't looked over the rules that heavily. They may have turned team damage off. I haven't honestly noticed any point where it's been an issue, but I believe it's turned on based off some practices that they were doing earlier. Otherwise, everything else should pretty much be the same. You know, you're not allowed strikes, as we've not seen any of those. No Jackal's been being used. There's no plasma gun. The new weapons are all pretty much banned until people get a better feel for them, and they get tuned and tweaked so that they're less ridiculous. Okay, so now we're going to head back onto the action here. We are picking it up at about 3.5 minutes left to go. 3-2 in favor of Area 51. Vector's actually spamming a Merv. Don't think I've ever seen him outside of Pathfinder, but, you know, whatever floats his boat. Desperate times, desperate measures. They do need to get this returned and get a cap off, because if Area 51 gets another cap out of this, it's essentially game over. And if it goes into overtime, then if Area 51 gets the return, then it's also game over, for every sense of the word. We are going to watch Mavi a little bit now, because not really much is going on with Zoid Bergenstein here. You can see here there's just a little bit of Merv spam going on, but no one's really coming in to try and take advantage of it. Brick is going down a little low, but Titan's just dueling Vector now, so that's just going to be pretty standard. It does look like both, well, Icarus here, I see 2 defenders. I don't see a third, which is interesting considering I haven't seen any pressure from them either. We do have Area 51 coming in there. Wow, Vash just gets mauled. Blinks was coming in there as an infiltrator. It did work. He mowed him down. Oh, right before he gets the return, an incredibly clutch snipe from Kudos. I'd say Kudos, but that would just sound awkward, so I'm going to say, well done, sir. That was absolutely clutch. Blinks had that flag absolutely dead to rights, and he had that returned. And Kudos was like, no, you don't. Not on my watch. And down he went, and they're holding on to the flag now. Unfortunately, we missed all the offensive pressure there from Icarus. Oh, a nice little Merv spam there. And you can see that, you know, they did just manage to take out the flag carrier, but no one's here to take advantage. I haven't really seen that much coordinated offensive pressure here from Icarus. They have a couple Merv spammers that are really doing the job, but they need to get some Pathfinders in there, maybe with some Nitrons, maybe just to pick up the flag, you know, something else apart from what they're doing right now. But yeah, you see Ecos there's no one really coming in, you know. Vector's finally back into Pathfinder, Kevin's back in Pathfinder. They're launching a couple things here and there, but there's really nothing going on. I mean, this is really kind of stale. It almost feels like I don't know where their team is. They do still have their full members, but I'd like to see more out of them, you know. Where are their 4 offensive guys? You know, Kevin's down there in the gens as well. It's like, alright guys, the gens are down. Those are not your biggest problem right now. You really need to focus on getting this flag back. There is only 1:20 left in this game, so this standoff is pretty much going to determine, well, it's basically going to determine the game. I mean, if Area 51 gets a return now, it's most likely going to be game over, and they are going to take it, but if Icarus does manage to win this standoff and get the cap, then we could be seeing a fun little overtime. Mavi is being heavily chained down there, and what a nice little run over there by Panda, and there's the return. This will likely be GG, especially if Brick manages to get this off. Zoid is defending the flag right now. There is no one there to E-grab, and Icarus just basically vanished. I don't know where what their team was doing, where they were, or anything of that sort, but with 4-2 and only 40 seconds left to go, this match is all but officially over. They would need to get an incredibly quick cap. It will have to be a back to front. You see Vector setting up for that now. It is technically possible, but they need to get the cap, and then they have to get the flag off the stand all within 26 seconds. Tailspin has a bead on Vector. If Vector goes down, this is essentially over. He is, Kevin's following behind him, but Kevin's not going to make it back in time. So it's all on Vector here, and he is going down about 280. This is it for the game right here. He gets the flag off the stand, but not going to be enough. This is GG right here. Don't return it now. Nope, Kevin flies by. Flag gets returned. Game over 4-2 in favor of Area 51. Congratulations to them. That was a well-played map on their part. They basically tightened up their defense. Their offense was well-coordinated. They were doing everything they needed to do. They were pretty pristine with their flag grabs, so props to them. That was just a very clinical display of how to play this game. So, overall final thoughts. There were a couple times where it looked like it could go either way. The map was very close overall, but Area 51 really ran away with it there at the end. The standoff at the end really seemed to determine it because a lot of time was wasted on it, which prevented any chance of Icarus having a comeback, especially when they lost the flag. And Area 51 got the 2-cap lead. So we will be moving on to the next map. I believe I will be casting it. If not, my apologies. I'll have the map for you after that. Anyway, this has been the YodelCast. I am DocLettuce. You have been watching Area 51 against Icarus. Please stay tuned for further maps.